how much you can quickly learn, how much you can quickly absorb, how much you can quickly relate with people to teach you a whole lot. I was discussing with the attendees of the Speaker Bankole Masterclass, looking at the business plan a few days ago, and I told them, I said, if you want to get something right very fast, you must be able to define how much effort you want to put into such a thing, and your effort is not necessarily racking your brain alone. I was telling them, I said, I could remember when I was in secondary school, which is also very applicable to quite a lot of people. I will sit down solving a particular mathematics equation, or calculus, or a particular topic in mathematics, or an assignment that has been given to us by our teacher then. And I can spend like 10 hours solving this problem, and before I know it, I will have developed a serious headache. And I will just have to close the book and still have not gotten an answer to that solution, to that problem. So after a while, I will come back again, spend another 5 hours. So there was a time God just inspired me and said, why can't you meet the person that knows how to solve this mathematics? He has mastered it. He has a mastery in this mathematics. He has a very qualitative skill that you need. And lo and behold, I will just get to such a friend and say, hey guy, can you just teach me this particular area? I've been struggling with it. And within just 5 minutes, I will just discover that this guy has solved that same problem. And he will put me through, he will explain to me how. I say, what? So this is what I've been spending 15 good hours struggling, hustling, laboring, to solve. And the same thing, if you are a Bible student, happened to Peter. Peter was toiling all the night until Jesus stepped into his boat, and he said, can you just draw the net inside that deep? So understanding your deep and the in-depth of your business will help you to be able to upscale or to be able to drive more sales in year 2023. And it's very, very important to know this. It's not just motivating yourself of, I can do it, I can win in life. It's all about sitting down to get to know what you need to do. So I have talked about having a long-term plan, and I have talked about having a mid-term plan, and I have also talked about breaking your mid-term plan into a short-term plan. This will help you. And I've said you should know how to also break your short-term plan into a day-to-day plan. So your hours should be concentrated on 1455 if you have the strength. And if you don't have the strength, stick to 888. So 14 hours to work, to put your effort in that your God-given ability, your gift, your business, your career, and work something out. So you have 5 hours to play, you want to gist, you want to talk to your wife, you want to speak with a friend on phone, you want to talk about politics, you want to watch football. Do not let anything exceed 5 hours. You want to watch comedy, anything you want to do. Just play, relax, and do a lot of things like being not in the mood, not too serious, 5 good hours. And you spend 5 hours to sleep. And you will discover that if you practically do this every day, you will notice something has changed or is changing radically in your life. So this year you must learn to be very aggressive with your plan. And one of your plans that you need to work on, maybe you started a business or you are just starting a business, is what we call business plan. So if you are going to be following me and you are going to be listening to what I will be unveiling to you on my YouTube channel or any of my channel, you have to subscribe to my YouTube now, so that you have to tell other of your friends to come and benefit from technical business ideas, not just soft things that will make you a little bit of money and you get tired and you get out of business. How do you build resilience in business? How do you drive more customers? How do you drive more sales? How do you make more profits? And how do you get opportunities? There are a lot of business opportunities. How do you raise money? And how do you connect to that investment that will make you to change your atmosphere within a twinkle of an eye, or that will turn your life around. So Speaker Bankole Masterclass series is the best for you to learn all these. So let me take you straight into the business plan. So before I go straight into this business plan, I want to tell you the essence, the reason why you need a business plan. So it can be categorized into three sets of people. The first set of people is these are people that they just want to start a business. They just have an idea, they just conceive an idea, and they want to start a business. For example, you want to start a poultry business, or you want to start a software development business, or you want to start a consulting business. So you need a business plan. So you don't just dabble into those business, whatsoever business at all you want to start. Take business plan to be very, very important. Let it be your first plan. It doesn't need to be perfect. You can always review. Don't let anybody tell you that you must have a perfect business plan or a bankable business plan at the beginning. Your business plan must be customized to yourself first. So personalize your business plan first. Don't think about, you want to use the business plan to raise money first, or you want to use the business plan to talk to investors first. The first thing is develop a sketch, like a masterpiece that will give you a clarity of how you can start your business, and how you can grow your business, and how you can make your business to become profitable. So your business plan must be something that you take as a sense of urgency. One of the things that I've noticed in Africa, and that is one of the reasons why I'm doing this type of master classes, coming online like this to speak with a lot of people, is because I have noticed that a lot of poverty is ravaging the continent, and number two, quite a lot of people want to start out. They want to start something, but they don't know how to start. They don't know when to start. They don't know where to start. So your business plan will answer the question of how, where, when, and a lot of other questions for you. So it is not just about using your business plan to raise money. It's also about making your business plan to give you clarity, to give you a wider scope of how a business should be run and how a business should be started. And if you are so confused about how you can write a business plan, just you will see Extra Mile Africa, one of our products in Extra Mile Africa, that is Extra Business Support, Extra B Support, link in the description or in the comment box. You will see, just click on it and register. We can help you to write a bankable or a non-bankable business plan, a business plan that can make you to have access to venture capitalists, to angel investors, to friends or family, because these days a lot of people will want to give you money if you have a good business plan. So it is very, very important for those of you that just want to start. And for those of you that have started business, maybe you have been in business for 6 months, 1 year, 3 months, and you want to expand the business to another level. You want to scale up the business. It is also very important that you should rewrite a new business plan. So you cannot keep leveraging on the existing business plan, because I want to believe that the first business plan is for those people that are just starting up, and the second business plan is an improvement on the first business plan, whereby it will highlight exactly what your expansion is all about, what your scalability is all about. So for example, I have my business in Ikeja, Lagos State, and I want to move my business to 6 other local governments in Lagos State. Maybe I want to make my business to be in Lekki, Ikoyi, Banana Island, Ogba, and probably maybe Ikorodu, and my business is resident for now in Ikeja. You have to write a business plan that will capture those locations and that will capture those areas that you want to expand into. And your business plan will be able to give you a very wider scope of maybe you should go to those areas, maybe you should change a plan, maybe you should have a rethink of just staying in, your business plan will give you a financial scope, a competitive scope, who are your competitors, what additional money do you need, and all those things it will be able to explain to you. So that is why it's not too good and it's not proper to dabble into a business without having a solid business plan. So you cannot just have everything running on your head. You just need to pen some things down. And the third category of people that need a business plan are people that want to raise investment. They want to raise new funding, so they have started, they are doing fine, they are making good profit, but they needed to scale up. Maybe they want to scale their customers base, they want to move from one country to another country, or they want to hire more staff so that they can have more operation in different locations, or they want to integrate technology into their business, or they want to bring a new product or an innovation into the business. So those are the third category of people. They have been well dipping into their business, but they needed to bring something new or something additional into such a business. So these people already have a good business plan, but they need what we call an expansion or a supplementary business plan. So an additional point have to go into their business plan. So it doesn't matter the category you fall into, this business plan will do justice for you. So it's either you are just starting out, or you want to expand your business, or you want to raise new investment in bank or from an investor. This is a very good way to start understanding what you need to do. So I'm going to take it from the basic into the technical aspect. So once again, this is going to be a very long video, and it's it's a master class. So you quickly subscribe. If you have not subscribed to Speaker Bankole master class, you will be having a lot of gist, a lot of opportunity in a simpler way. I'm going to break it down for you. I started business just with nothing, and I struggled years back before I can put a lot of things together, before I can know how to connect the dots. So just like I was when I was in the secondary school or in the high school, struggling alone until I met my friend. You need a mentor. You don't necessarily need a physical mentor that might be so busy. You need mentorship, like online trainings, master classes like this from people that have been in business for quite a number of years, that have the experience, and they have they've been able to raise money. I've used business plan to raise money. I've used business plan to get a lot of investments, to build a lot of businesses. I've used business plans to get money from the bank and from venture capitalists to raise grants, from individual investors. So that is what I want to put you through. So let's quickly look at the objectives of this business plan. Name key considerations when writing a business plan. Number 2, apply a simple process to write a business plan effectively, so it doesn't need to be so technical. Number 3, present a business plan document. Key considerations when evaluating investment decisions. We will look at common tools used to evaluate investment options. We also look at key considerations in building business, in business expansion, and steps in modernizing an existing business. I've told you that. And key considerations in developing new products. So these are what I've explained to you earlier. And in terms of content, we are going to look at, I'm using this YouWin Connect business plan as a case study. This is a template, and it's a very good template to understand what you need to do when it comes to writing a business plan. And if you don't know how to write one, because you might feel that these things are too technical, just reach out to Extra B Support by Extra Mile Africa. You will see the link below, fill the form, and we can just a very shaking money. Don't allow people to take a lot of money from you writing a business plan. We've put this platform in place to quickly help you with very affordable and discounted amount of money. You can get a very good business plan from the company, and it's good for a company to write a business plan for you because they have been there. They are just somebody that have not started a business at all, and he call himself a business plan expert or writer. It doesn't add up. So in terms of content, section 1, developing a business plan. We will look at evaluating investment decisions, and we also look at expansion, modernization of an existing business. So let's quickly go to developing a business plan. So, and some of those things that you are going to be looking at when you are developing your business plan is you are going to name key considerations when writing a business plan. And of course, like I've said earlier, you are going to apply a simple process to write a business plan effectively. And you are going to coordinate the various company departments and resources in the process of writing the business plan. So here, it's very important to take note of this. So it doesn't matter, maybe you are just starting your business and you think, I don't have all these departments and resources now. You might want to raise money tomorrow, so you have to incorporate all these things from a day ago. So present a business plan, and of course, it's either you are presenting it to your team, or you are presenting it to your investors, or you are presenting it to the board, or you are presenting it to yourself if you are starting alone. And it's not good to start a business alone. I've talked about that a lot. You can check quite a number of videos that I've done how to build a formidable team, even if you don't have a penny. If you don't have a dollar, if you don't have a naira in your hand, you can still build a team. And I've taught you about how to give them equity in your business. Don't be the chief executive officer, the chief development officer, the chief sales officer, the chief marketing officer, the HR, the chief technology officer of your business. You will collapse. So get people to work with you, to help you, tell them, show them the vision, show them the mission, show them how to achieve it, and tell them the goals, and tell them how bright the future is. That was how I started business. I don't have any money to give them at the initial stage. So this can help you to build a good business. And now let's go straight into this overview of a business plan. So what is a business plan? Simply a written representation of where a company is going. Look at that, where a company is going, how it will get there, and what it will look like once it arrives there. So it's just a summary of what your vision is and what your mission is. So your vision is, what do I want to do? So I want to start an e-commerce business that I will be selling product that I will be importing from China. So this is your idea of the type of business or company that you want to float. And how do you start that e-commerce? So you know that, okay, you need an e-commerce platform, you will need a website or an app, you will need a graphic designer, you will need these products that you are going to take their pictures, that you are going to upload, you will need some other resources, and of course you will now have to go into your marketing, your sales, how you can acquire customers, and how it will look once you arrive there. So will the business become profitable? So your business plan is just like your projection. It's like your assumption of how your business is going to look like immediately you start that business. So two types of business plan. We have a periodical or annual plan, and we have non-periodical plan. And the plan for startup a new business. So if you are just writing a new business plan, is mostly for startups or a business that is just starting, and plan for new investment. So I've talked more about this. And before I go into the business plan content, let me say this: we also have two forms. Apart from the types of business plan, we also have two forms of business plan. You have a bankable business plan and you have a non-bankable business plan. Your bankable business plan is very necessary when you want to seek a loan or funding from your bank. And your non-bankable business plan is when you want to seek a partnership, an investment from, or a grant from an investor, a venture capitalist, or an angel investor, or from a financial institutions, or from grant companies, or from NGOs, or from somebody that equity partners that want to have equity, they want to be part of your business, and they want to have equity in your business. And it's two different types of business plan. Don't use a bankable business plan for venture capitalists. It will not fly. And don't use a venture capitalist type of business plan or form of business plan for your bank. It will not fly, because bankers don't understand what they call equity-driven or grant-driven business plans. Whereas investors don't like to see the terms that bankers use. So you have to know how to understand this. And if you don't know this technical part, reach out to Extra Mile Africa at Extra B Support. Just fill the form below, and We will put you through, we will guide you, and we can also write a very good business plan or financial plan for you at any point of time that in whatever area of businesses that you need it. And if you want to ask one or two other questions, you can just put it in the comment box. We always attend to it. And if you think you have one or two questions to ask, you want to join my close room whereby I take people further, you can just shout me up 08036028454, 08036028454. Please WhatsApp message alone, and you can put +234 if you are not in Nigeria and you are watching this, so it will just be +2348036028454. Just shout me up. Let's look at the business plan content. Of course, you first have your description, and you want to look at your company description. You want to look at description of product or service that you are offering. You want to also look at the markets that you are moving into, and you want to also look at the environment description. Very, very important. You've got to understand your environment where you want to start the business, and you want to do a lot of analysis. So you want to look at the objectives and business strategy. You want to look at your market analysis and marketing plan. You want to also look at your operation plan. You want to also do a lot of evaluation, so estimation, evaluation. So you want to look at your sum of resources needs. So those things that you need, the human capital, I have done a video where you can check my previous video on YouTube whereby I talked about the types of capital that you need: human capital, social capital, and all those types of capital. It's not only money capital or monetary capital that you need to start your business. And you want to look at the project expenses and financial results, and you want to also look at do a risk analysis. So you want to do projection. Is this business worth going into? And I will give you one or two case study as we move on. So the steps in the business plan process, don't be intimidated or be flabbergasted by some of these steps. They are very simple to write. Just follow my explanation and you'll be able to get them. So you look at your customer analysis. You look at your market size forecast. So for an instance, if you are applying for Tony Elumelu entrepreneurship grant, which is the $5,000 grant anywhere you are in Africa, this is a very good opportunity for you to learn this, because at a point, if you are picked into the training, you will be required to write a business plan. So it's very important that you have to know this, and if you want us to guide you on that, you can always reach out by filling that form below. So because these are very, very important. You know, Tony Elumelu grants $5,000 is not like your normal bankable business plan that you have been writing. So looking at your market size forecast is how big is your market, how small is the market, identify competitive devices, setting business objectives. You want to look at your marketing plan, operation plan, financial plan, and you want to also look at your competition analysis. And of course, after you looking at all this, you go into writing your business plan. Now, let's analyze markets and making the marketing plan. One of the plans that is very important, if you look at this, I talked about marketing plan, operation plan, financial plan, and before you start doing quite a number of your analysis. So let's look at the plans first. Your marketing plan is one of the most important, if not the most important. There is no business without markets. There is no product or service if it doesn't have a market. Your market is your customers. If that business doesn't have customer or doesn't have the capacity, the ability to drive customers, there is no need of starting just business. So I have had a lot of people, and I've said it in quite a number of my videos, that have said, oh, I'm so passionate about this business. I have a lot of passion for it, and I brought it from heaven. It's my worship. And you know vividly well that if another person start that business or your competitor start that business, you are not going to patronize him or her. So who does your passion want to help? So building a business or starting a business or bringing out a product, it's not just about passion alone. Passion is key. But when you want to start a business, that is when your passion stops. You need more of data, information, going out to do survey. These are the things that will help you to put up a business plan. Just like when you are in the final year in the university or in the higher institution days, that we want to do a questionnaire or you want to carry out a research or do a project, you don't sit down in your room on your domain to be racking your brain and be doing that. It's either you are in the lab or you're on the field. So the first thing is that you want to develop an instrument, a tool you will use to gather a lot of information, data. So it's either you are gathering information via observation, or you are going out there to ask people questions, or you prepare a survey question and you distribute it out to your WhatsApp friends or families, and you ask them to help you to fill it. So I am starting kids wear, and I want to focus on the girls kids wear. If I'm starting this, what type of girls kid wear do you want? What size do you want? What size do mothers always go to? So you know you are starting girls kids wear. Who are your target market? The kids or the mothers or the fathers? So automatically you know the mothers are the one that will have eyes, good eyes to buy. At least 95% of women are the one are going out to go and buy those type of clothing for their kids. So not men. So you must be able to understand who are your markets. You must be able to understand how to analyze this market. And like I've said, your market is your customer. So what is, and another thing is that you must be able to also know what is the size of the target market. How big they are. I always sympathize with two categories of people in business. I'm not saying those type of businesses are not good, but I sympathize with them because most of the time they don't use internet or social media to also reach out to a lot of people. The first set of people I sympathize with are people that when they sell a product, the consumer of that product might not come again until maybe after 7, 8, 9 years to buy another product. If you want to mention some examples, probably furniture, mostly non-consumables products. Furniture, people that sell electronics. I can't imagine many people buy their plasma TV or whatever type of TV you are using, or AC, air conditioning, and you will go next month or next week or next quarter to go and buy another one. Unless you are setting up your office or you're building another house or whatsoever. Those type of people, I expected that they should be able to understand their market size in a way that after I've sold these products, what next can I do? Instead of always waiting for new customers to come and buy from you, you can also be selling experience. So like I've taught my students, you don't sell products, you sell experience. So your experience can be that you are selling maintenance. So because one day, maybe the TV, the chairs, the AC develop a fault, or the gas cooker develop a fault. So you must be able to position yourself in the front of your customer. If this is one thing that you are going to learn from this video, please key into it. You must be able to position yourself in the front of customers that, oh, if any of this thing has a fault, just bring it to me. I will repair it for you at a very reduced cost instead of you giving to an outsider. Or number two, for those selling phones, laptop, TV, you can sell different covers, ACs, different colors of covers. I might prefer white, another person might prefer blue color, and these additional spices will add more money into your company. So when a particular cover started fading off and they don't want to even change the old gadget, they will know that they have to come to you to come and buy another cover. Or they know they have to come to you to come and buy another plug, another charger, another fan blade, different types. Just think outside the box. And China market, Japan market, Asian market, the Asian tigers have been able to make it easy to have varieties of these things I call spices. So it's very important when you are analyzing your market. So you must be able to put it there that, okay, this is the product I major in, but I sell other accessories. That's why you will see the like of Techno, you will see the like of Infinix will not go out of market. So when some businesses are so rigid, and when the tides, storm comes, what happens? It flows them off. And their competitors win over them. So, but when you sell add-ons, additional accessories add it to your products chain, you will discover that you will keep selling. So when an investor that wants to invest in your business sees that oh, I'm selling a laptop for $500 and I have other accessories that I'm selling, maybe the charger for $50, I'm selling the screen for $100, I'm selling these for $20, I'm selling the plug for $10, I'm selling an extension box for $2. Who will not be excited to want to invest in such business? And your business plan must be able to show that, and that have to be under your marketing plan. So these are some of the other things that you want to use to market your audience. So it will make your market size. You can see the arrow underneath. What is the size of the target market? It will make your market size to be big, and it will also differentiate you from your competitors. What makes you different? So what make your business, what make your company, what make your experience different from other people's experience? So it is by adding other benefit, value to your product or to your service. For instance, if you are into consulting business, you are you help people to write a business plan, for an instance, or you help people to put up their business, starting their business to a level whereby they will start getting customers and whatsoever. Look for other add-ons. We call it upscaling. How do you upscale that business in a way that will make your first-time customers to keep coming back and back and back again? So add benefits, add experiences that are different from others. And if you don't do your competitive analysis, which you will still get to understand what are your competitors doing, you will see that you will not be able to understand what I've just said. So, like I said, if you know you are too busy or your hands are full or this looks a bit technical and you want to raise money, you want to collect grants, you want to apply for Tony Elumelu 5,000 grants and you don't know how to put up a business plan for your business, for your product, for your service, you can communicate with us. We'll be glad to do that for you at a very, very discounted price that you cannot see anywhere, because we have a team of experts that has gotten grants, that have gotten investments in the company, and of course, Extra Mile Africa has been able to get quite a lot of grants, investments in millions, and we can help you to also shape your business. The most important thing, or one of the most important things, if not the most important thing, is your market plan, and you want to forecast the market size. So there's a difference between your market size and your target market. What is market size? That's one of the best video you can have on business plan, honestly, because I'm talking from practical experience. So your market size is the total number of people that have the potential or the tendency to buy from you or to patronize you. That's what you call market size. And I will give you an instance. So let's say, for an instance, you are selling shoes, and we have like 215 million Nigerians. And you know that shoes, everybody put on shoe. Even if they give birth to a child today, before you see, like a week after, they will start putting on shoe in the child leg. So everybody put on shoe. So that means your market size is 215 million people in Nigeria, if you want to focus on Nigeria alone. And if you want to focus on Africa, your market size is 1.4 billion people in Africa. So it doesn't matter the age, the gender, the income size, the socio-economic status, or the demography of that person. Everybody puts on shoe. So it's a very big market size. So that is the way to forecast. You must everything you must talk in your business plan must based on data statistics. And if you cannot get your data, Google is always your friend. I've always told everybody, your free friend, your cheapest friend is Google. And please, in this year, you know how to use Google. Don't be lazy. You can't be an entrepreneur, you can't be a business person and you are lazy. It doesn't work that way. So don't be lazy. Know how to use these tools in a way that will make you to get results. And I've also done a YouTube video, you can check it out in one of my masterclass series on different tools that you can use this year to enhance your productivity. I think I talked about 10 productivity tools to enhance your productivity or to enhance your business and take you to the next level. So you can see that on my masterclass. Now, you've been able to use number or data to express your market size. 215 million people in Nigeria put on shoes. See the way I said it? Full stop. Now, but your target market, which I said is different from your market size, is not going to be 215 million. So if you tell a potential investor, you are telling yourself that I want to invest your money into that business, that your customers are 215 million, you have shot yourself on the leg. You're not going to be in business. You're just going to keep deceiving yourself. So your target market is now a fraction of your total market size. Your target market is a fraction of your total market size. So it can be 1/1 ratio 215 million. It can be 2 ratio 215 million. So it can be 1% or 0.1% of 215 million. So you will now break it down into who are your target audience. Who are those people that you want to target? So for an instance, your own shoe is just for age between 0 and 5 years old, boys and girls. So you're not just targeting girls alone. If you want to target girls alone, just say 0 to 5 years old, girls only. Good. And you will now Google how many 0 to 5 years old kids are in Nigeria. You will get that data. How many 0 to 5 year old boys are in Nigeria? You will get that estimation. Even if you don't get it accurately, you will get an estimation. So that is your target market. If your target market is teenagers, shoes for teenagers, shoes for adults, please learn how to use these 5 key important indicators. Don't just say shoes for teenagers. Learn how to use these 5 indicators, and no investor will see that under your market plan and he will not want to invest in you. Number 1 indicator, sex. Let's start from that. You can use it in any order, but learn how to use these 5 indicators. Sex. Is it a male you are targeting, or is it a female, or is it both gender? Your sex or your gender, as you call it. Don't say, oh, I am shoes for teenagers. Shoes for who? Both male and female that are teenagers. Both teenager boys and girls. If it is only girls, both teenagers that are girls. Number 2, age. You must be able to have a bracket, an age range. Let your investors know that you understand the age of those teenagers. You know who the age bracket that teenagers fall into. So let's say, for instance, maybe your teenagers start from 12 to 18 years or 12 to 19. Shoes for just 12 to 19 years. Because another set of people, their teenagers can start from 13 to 20 or 21 or 13 to 19 or 13 to 18. Some 18-year-old guys will tell you that they are no more teenagers. As long as they can be voted for and they can vote, they are 18 and they can pack out of their parents' house. They are no more teenagers. So define their age, their gender, their age. Number 3, their demography in terms of location. Are you targeting the whole of teenagers in Nigeria, or you are targeting just the teenagers that are both female and male within the age range of 12 to 19 years in Lagos State, or in Oyo State, or in Kaduna, or in Southwest. Maybe you want to now break it into geographical so that your market size can be a bit bigger, so that it will not be so small that investor will be like, oh, this is not a big market size. So you streamline it. So even if it is going to be Akure City in Ondo State that you are going to start from, you must be able to define it. The gender, the age, the location, and number 4, very important, socio-economic status. So their social status. Are you targeting secondary school students? Or you are targeting secondary school students plus university students? You can see that. Very interesting. And number 5, their occupation. What are those age brackets doing? So don't just say all of them are students. Some teenagers are already working. Some of them are making money using being a freelancer and whatsoever. So define those 5 indicators to target your target market. I'll spend a lot of time on this because that is the most important. This plan is the most important in your business plan. If you can get your target markets right, and you can understand how to differentiate it from your market size, you have a good business plan. You have a good business that you can be confident enough. You know, one of the things that I've told people, your business plan must be able to give you confidence. If your business plan is not giving you confidence, it's either you are meeting a technical person or an experienced business person that will sit you down to help you to write it, or you are outsourcing it, or he's telling you that there is a red flag in that business plan or in the business that you want to start. Your business plan must be able to give you a green light in that business. Good. Now, identify competitive approach. Set business objectives. So when you look at this, you have to also look at what makes your business different. So what makes your shoe different from the other teenager shoes that is in the market? Is it the color? Is it the features? Is it the benefit? Or is it the way it is being designed? You know, like Adidas, for an instance, their own target market is athletic shoes. So their design is athletic. It gives relief to people that are playing football, that are running, and all those type of people, or basketballers and all those things. So don't be in all business, don't be in the all markets. It doesn't make sense. So your business plan will be able to interpret what type of business you want to do, and what is the size of the total market. So of course I've told you that, giving you an instance, and this total market being grown. So if you have known your target market, can it be grown? Maybe you want to move from Nigeria to Ghana, you want to expand to the whole of West Africa. So your target sales volume is equal to your market size times your target market share. And there's a difference between target market and target market share. So your target market, I've told you, is a fraction of your market size. So now you can't. If you know you can't watch this video all at once, just be watching it bit by bit. It's there for you on YouTube. Don't stress yourself, watch this type of video. This is a technical masterclass. So don't stress yourself watching this type of video once, that you will now develop a headache and you'll be confused. So know the difference between the target market and that your target market share and your target market. Target market is a fraction of your total market size, but your target market share is the percentage of your customers that you are going to pick from your total target market. You can't serve the whole market. So the age group is 12 to 19, and you are focusing on teenagers. Let's say the number of teenagers in Nigeria are 60 million. Do you have the money? Do you have the capacity? Do you have the infrastructure? Do you have the resources to meet the 60 million? So when you now look, okay, just 5,000 is okay for me from the 60 million. That is your target market share. So, or maybe 1 million or 6 million, 10% of the target market share. And you must write them in numbers. So from the 60 million total target market, my target market share is 6 million, which represents 10% of the total target market share. Great. An investor will see that, they will not want to invest in you. You're talking in numbers, you're talking in statistics. I think you understand what I'm talking about now. Now, as you are doing all those things, you must have an understanding of how to analyze your market share, your market size, and your target market. So now let's quickly go to some of the important things you need to look out for here. The market growth is estimated based on historical growth. So of course, if you want to do a simple calculation of looking at this, you want to, can this total market be grown? So you have to understand how to do a calculation around your estimation now, not necessarily a mathematical calculation, your estimation around historical growth of other similar businesses. That's how to do it. So other similar businesses, and you want to look at some of your environmental factors such as economy, law, technology, substitute products, what other products is in the market that people can substitute rather than buy from you. And I gave an example of that in the Zoom class with my students. I said, for an instance, during the rainy season, some people will go out for umbrella, and some people will go out for rain cover. That will cover the whole part of their body from their head to their toe. So that is an example of substitute products. So if you are selling an umbrella, you will see some customers patronizing you, but your competitors is not just those people selling umbrella. Your competitors can also people selling raincoats, cover clothes, and all those type of things, and you have to know how to bring them together and analyze them. And you also have to know that okay, instead of me going for umbrella only or going into umbrella business, why can't I sell raincoats? Because you know that raincoat, or why can't instead of me going to raincoats only, why can't I sell both or sell umbrella only? Because umbrella will be more useful both during the dry season and the rainy season. Maybe during the sunny time, whereby there is a lot of heat, a lot of women and old men, adults prefer to hold umbrella, and even during rainy season. But do you want to put on a raincoat during dry season? So you have to analyze that. We can anticipate how the market growth will be in the future. So using all these factors can help you to anticipate the economy of a country like Nigeria, for instance. We only have a very stable economy. Sometimes the inflation will be so high, sometimes the inflation will be low. Look at the law guiding the type of business. Don't just rush into a business without looking at the law guiding it, and look at the technology available that you can use, and this can help you to take a right decision or to take an informed decision. So talk about legal considerations. And now and I've told you this, so what are the characteristics of your target market? So you have to be able to answer some of these questions. Where, when do they buy the products, how often, how much or many each item, are they price sensitive? So depending on maybe they are working class or not working class, do they easily switch to other products? How do they use the products, and how they discard the product? If you and you look at some of the age, sex, education, occupation, psychology, and culture, your psychology can answer the sensitivity, and it can also answer how easily they switch to other products. So psychologically, through observation or through survey, carrying out periodical survey or quarterly survey or monthly survey can help you. Carrying them out, from getting feedback from your customers or from strangers can help you to get answers to some of these questions. And let me say this: if you need a full template of a business plan to fit into your business, just reach out to us. Fill the form below or in the description box or wherever you see it. You'll be able to get register, and we'll put a call to you, or we'll shout you up to give you the best fitting. We want to customize it, personalize it to your business, so that you don't just have a general business plan that will be very confusing, because a business plan that somebody that is going into agriculture will need will be different from somebody that's going into fashion, and it will also be different from somebody going into tech products or non-tech products. So how do they approach information? So you have to analyze your competition. So one of the ways to also get information apart from your customers or from strangers or from doing survey is also to analyze your competitors. So you have two types of competitions. You have direct competitions and you have indirect competition. So marketing, production, human resource, finance. So who are our competitors? You know, you want to look at these four key tools: your marketing, your production. If you are a service related products, you don't need production. Your human resources is very important, your team members, and how much money do you have to put into the product, your cash flow to money in, money out. Compare the company with its competitors to identify distinct strengths of each company. At least I always advise here that you should be able to analyze at least 10 direct competitors and 5 indirect competitors. What is the difference between direct and indirect competitors? I've given you an instance before. So for you are selling an umbrella. The people selling the same umbrella with you are your direct competitors. You are selling an umbrella. Two types of indirect competitors. Somebody selling raincoat can also be your competitor during rainy season. But at the same time, weather too can also be your competitor if you are selling an umbrella. So for an instance, you are expecting that you should have a very sunny day, so that, or a sunny month, so that a lot of people can come and buy your umbrella, and you just see that the weather is so cool. So your indirect competitor there is weather. So you must be very, very careful that you don't just say. And when you analyze all these things, you will discover that your investors will know that you have a very robust information, and that is why it's very good to reach out to people or a company that have that technical know-how to help you to write your business plan. Because look at this now, you will think that indirect competitor is just people that are selling raincoats if you are selling an umbrella, but you will not also think that your indirect competitors can also be the weather. So when you put weather, the person that wants to give you the money will know that you have put a lot of things into considerations. There are some competitors that are active, there are some competitors that are passive. So like the weather, for instance, is a very passive competitor. You can be very sure that, okay, maybe you study your weather forecast and you discover that in the next 3 weeks the weather will be sunny back and you don't have any cause for alarm. So all these things are very, very important. You can always knock on Extra Mile Africa door through the Extra Business Support, and you can get a very clear business plan that will get you fund or will make you to have clarity on the type of business that you want to build. I'm going to stop this YouTube. It's a series. I'm going to break it into different sessions so you can look at the Speaker Bankole Masterclass Business Plan. This is Series 1. You can look at the Series 2, Series 3, Series 4 till we end. It's a very long video. So your competitive analysis is going to look at your quality, and I will pick from this competitive analysis in the next video and in the next series. So you can look at the Series 1. I'm going to do 4 series for the business plan. This is Series 1. You can check the YouTube, Speaker Bankole YouTube. You look at the Series 2, 3, and 4. So I will explain the approach you are going to use in determining how to develop a very robust competitive approach for your business that will make you to have a competitive edge, how to develop a unique selling proposition